Chapter 3 Water Bodies. Once, Shailja visited Haridwar with her parents and grandmother. She was astonished to see the beauty of river Ganga. Her father said that the Ganga originates in the Himalayas and falls into the Bay of Bengal. The Bay of Bengal is a sea and it is a part of the Indian Ocean. It was new information for Shailja that there are different types of water bodies on the earth. About 3/4 part of the earth is covered with water. The part of the earth's surface that is covered with water is called hydrosphere. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms. Water is found in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ice sheets and underground. Most of it is found in 5 large oceans, namely the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic and Southern Oceans. Oceans. Oceans are vast expanses of water separated by continents. More than 97% of the water on the earth is found in the oceans and seas. But this water is not fit for human consumption as it is salty. Only 0.03% water is available as fresh water for human use. The level of the ocean water is called the mean sea level. All the oceans of the world are interconnected so that the water level of oceans remain the same everywhere. This is the reason that the height of land and the depth of ocean floor are measured from the mean sea level. Following are the major oceans on the earth: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean. Let's know more about them. The Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean and is bordered on its edges by newfold mountain ranges that have the maximum concentration of activity volcanoes. Its area is largest than the entire landmass on the earth. The average depth is 4,267 meters. Asia, Australia, North America and South America surround it. The deepest part of the Earth's crust, the Mariana Trench, lies in the ocean near the Philippines. In the north, the Pacific Ocean is joined with the Arctic Ocean through the narrow Bering Strait. The Pacific Ocean is O-shaped. Did you know? The Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean drops 10,984 meter depth. A large stone would take more than 1 hour to reach the bottom. The Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean in the world. Its shape remains the letter S of English alphabet. This ocean covers 1/5 of the Earth's surface. It separates Europe and Africa from North America and South America. It is almost half of the size of the Pacific Ocean. It is the busiest ocean in the world. It is the busiest ocean in the world in terms of trade and transportation. The average depth of this ocean is 3,646 meters. The Indian Ocean. It is the third largest ocean. It covers 1/7 of the Earth's surface. It is roughly triangular in shape. India is located at the head of this ocean. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal are two important parts of the ocean on its north. Asia lies on its north, Australia in the east, and Africa in its western shores. The average depth of this ocean is about 3,741 meters. Did you know? The Indian Ocean is the only ocean in the world which has been named after a country, that is India. The Arctic Ocean. It is the smallest of all the oceans. It is the northernmost ocean and lies to the north of North America, Europe and Asia. It is located mostly inside the Arctic Circle and because of this it remains frozen for most part of the year. It is connected to the Pacific Ocean by the Bering Strait and to the Atlantic Ocean through the Greenland Sea. The average depth of the Arctic Ocean is about 3,406 meters. The Antarctic Ocean. The water body that surrounds Antarctica is known as Antarctic Ocean. Antarctic Ocean is also known as Southern Ocean. It has no natural boundaries in the north and remains frozen in winter. Importance of oceans. The following points show the importance of oceans. The atmosphere gets water from ocean through the process evaporation. Oceans maintain the temperature of the coastal areas. Oceans are rich sources of minerals, various chemicals and natural gases. They serve an economical mode of transportation, especially for cargo. Oceans provide large variety of fish, which is the main source of food for people of coastal areas. They possess enormous energy in the form of tidal waves. Oceans are interconnected to one another, so they link continents too. Oceans are big sources of common salt. Seas. Seas are smaller than oceans in size and generally attached to a continent. They are part of an ocean like the Arabian Sea in a part of the Indian Ocean. The water of seas is salty. A sea can be an open sea like the Arabian Sea. It can also be partly enclosed by a landmass and cut off from the main ocean. The Mediterranean Sea is a good example of partly enclosed sea. Sea can also be completely landlocked. Caspian Sea and the Dead Sea are good examples of completely landlocked sea. Marginal sea. A marginal sea is a part of the ocean partly isolated by peninsula, islands, archipelagos, or underwater uplands. A marginal sea is adjacent to a continent and has open water drainage. This classifies them further as Shelf Sea and Basin Sea. North Sea, Barents Sea and Kara Sea are examples of Shelf Sea and Bering Sea. Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea and Sea of Okhotsk are examples of Basin Sea. Inland Sea. Inland seas are large bodies of saline or fresh water. These seas are entirely land-located, so they are called inland seas. They are isolated from the ocean with closed water drainage. Black Sea, Dead Sea, and Aral Sea are examples of inland seas. Large lakes are put under the category of inland seas, like the Caspian Sea. Bay. A bay is a body of water, partially surrounded by land and the land covers inward. A bay is directly connected to a large main body of water. This main body of water may be an ocean, a lake, or another bay. Bay are formed due to plate tectonics by the process of continental drift. The Hudson Bay, the Bay of Bengal, and the Bay of Biscay are some well-known bays of the world. The Bay of Bengal is the largest bay in the world. A circular bay with narrow entrance is called Gulf. A gulf is a deep inlet of the sea with a narrow mouth. It is almost surrounded by land. It can be defined as a large inlet from the ocean into the landmass, typically with a narrow opening in comparison to a bay. Traditionally, the term gulf is referred to large, highly indented, navigable bodies of salt water that are enclosed by the coastline. Gulfs vary greatly in size, shape and depth. In some cases, gulfs are connected to the ocean by narrow passages of water called straits. Gulf of California, Gulf of Aden situated between the Red Sea and the Arabian Sea, and the Persian Gulf situated between Saudi Arabia and Iran are some examples of gulf. The Gulf of Mannar is a shallow bay in the Indian Ocean. It is part of the Laccadive Sea. Lake. Lakes are depression of the land surface with accumulation of water in it. A lake is surrounded by land on all sides. The water of a lake comes from surface water or groundwater. Aquifers are the largest reservoir of fresh water found in porous rocks and sediments below the ground. Lakes may be found at very high altitude or at sea level. Following are some types of lake. Freshwater lake. Freshwater lakes are such lakes which have very small salt content. The salt content is low because many rivers drain into them and reduce the content of salt which might have accumulated due to evaporation. The 5 Great Lakes of North America are examples of freshwater lake. Saltwater lake. Saltwater lakes have saline water. In such lakes, rivers are less freshwater. It means very few rivers drain into such lakes. The amount of salt goes on increasing because of continuous evaporation. Dead Sea, Aral Sea, Great Salt Lake of Utah in USA, and Sambar Lake of Rajasthan, India are famous examples of saltwater lake. Erosional lake. Agents of erosion like running water, glaciers and sea waves cause such lakes. Naini Lake, Nainital of India in Kumaon, Himalayas is an example of erosional lake. Depositional lake. The depositional action of agents of erosion like running water, glaciers and sea waves cause formation of depositional lakes is a depositional lake. Tectonic lake. The lakes that are formed because of the Earth's tectonic movements underground are called tectonic lakes. Lake Baikal in Central Asia is tectonic lake. Volcanic lake. Volcanic lakes are lakes that are formed in the crater of a dormant or extinct volcano. Crater Lake of Oregon, USA is a volcanic lake. Artificial lake. Some lakes are made to harness water for hydel power. Artificial lakes are also made for irrigation purposes and for providing drinking water to nearby areas. Govind Sagar Lake in India is an artificial lake in Himachal Pradesh. It is formed by Bakra Dam. Reservoir is on the Satluj River. Table. Distribution of lakes in different continents. Continents. Lakes. Asia, Baikal, Balkhash, Chilika, Lopnor, Aral Sea, Europe, Lucens, Constance, Onega, Ladoga, Venner, Africa, Victoria, Chand, Tanganyika, Malawi, North America, Superior, Huron, Erie, Michigan and Ontarian, South America, Titicaca, Popo, Australia, Air, More, Torrents. Lake Baikal is the world's deepest freshwater lake. It is in the Siberian region of Russia towards Asia. Chilika Lake of India, Asia, is brackish water lagoon. It is situated in the state of Odisha. The 5 Great Lakes of USA, Superior, Huron, Michigan, Ontario and Erie are freshwater lakes. Titicaca is the highest freshwater navigable lake. It is situated between Peru and Bolivia in South America. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in the African continent. This lake touches the borders of Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania. Importance of lakes. The following points shows the importance of lakes. Large lakes like those of Great Lakes of USA provide waterways for transportation. The freshwater lakes supply water for domestic and industrial uses. Freshwater lakes are good sources for fishing. Lakes moderate the climate of surrounding areas. Saline lakes are sources of common salt. Lakes are sources for irrigation also. Lakes attract tourists, which helps in the development of the tourism industry. Rivers. Rivers are long streams of water. Many small streams join to form rivers. Rivers are perennial or non-perennial. Non-perennial rivers are also called seasonal rivers. Rain-fed rivers are seasonal, whereas rivers which receives water from glaciers are perennial. Rivers flow continuously in channels, are finally drained into lakes or seas. A river basin is an area of land drained by its tributaries. Watersheds from the boundary of a river basin. The point at which a river begins is called its source. Following are some important characteristics of a river. The journey of a river from its source to mouth is divided into 3 stages. These stages are upper course, middle course and lower course. The upper course of a river generally lies in the mountains or highlands. In this course, a river travels through steppeland. The slope of the steppeland causes speed in the river. It flows swiftly and causes more erosion and transportation of sediment. In the upper course, the river carries less amount of water but erosion and transportation of sediment is very high due to the speed of the river. The middle course of a river begins when the river enters the plains. In the middle course, a small river turns into a big river as tributaries start joining and the channel of the river widens. The place where a tributary joins the main river is called confluence. In this course, the slope becomes gentle and the speed of the river is reduced. In this stage too, the work of erosion, transportation and deposition of sediment goes on. In its lower course, the river travels through plains. The river carries huge volume of water and the speed is reduced to a considerable extent in the absence of a slope. In this course, the work of deposition of sediments becomes prominent. The river is not able to carry the heavy load, so water is divided into a number of small channels called distributaries. The river falls into a sea, forming either a delta or an estuary. The end point of a river is called its mouth. A river may drain itself into a lake also. Main draws are formed in the middle course of a river. In the middle course, a river flows over a gently sloped ground. The work of erosion happens from an outer bank and sediments are deposited in the inner curve. This enlarges the curve. A horseshoe structure of loop is formed and this formation is called meander. Sometimes this horseshoe structure of loop gets separated from the main course of the river and forms an ox distribution. In India, the Ganga is the largest river. In Africa, the Nile is the largest river. The Amazon of the South America is the largest river in the world. The following table shows the distribution of rivers in different continents. Distribution of rivers in different continents. Continents. Rivers. Asia, Ganga, Indus, Jhelum, Huang He, Ob, Chongqing. Europe, Rhine, Danube, Volga, Rhone, Dnieper. Africa, Nile, Niger, Orange, Zambezi, Congo. North America, Mississippi, Missouri, Mackenzie, Colorado, St. Lawrence. South America, Amazon, Paraguay, Parana, Orinoco. Australia, Murray, Darling. Importance of rivers. The following point shows the importance of rivers in our life. Rivers are sources of fresh water for domestic and industrial uses. Rivers provide water for irrigation our fields. Rivers deposit alluvial on their banks, thus making the area fertile. Rivers are a major source for generating hydroelectricity. Rivers are source of inland fishing, which gives livelihood to fishermen. Rivers provide inland water transport. Causes of pollution of water bodies. Pollution is a serious problem in general. Mainly, there are 4 types of pollution. They are noise pollution, land pollution, air pollution, and water pollution. Water pollution is also posing threat to human beings, plants, and animals, both terrestrial and aquatic. The presence of undesirable substances in water, making it unfit for use for human, animal and marine life, is called water pollution. Polluted water can cause many diseases like cholera, jaundice, typhoid and gastroenteritis in human beings. Following are some causes of water pollution. Natural factors: soil erosion, landslide, storms, decay and decomposition of plants and animals are natural factors causing water pollution. Volcanic eruption which falls into a water body also causes water pollution. Storms carry dust particles and other undesirable elements and deposit them in water bodies, causing water pollution. Human factors. We as human beings also contribute much towards water pollution. Human beings pollute the water bodies by breathing and washing clothes in water bodies, dumping household waste in water bodies, drainage of unthread sewage into water bodies, draining of chemicals and other industrial waste in water bodies. Addition of pesticides due to rains also cause water pollution. Pesticides cause groundwater pollution when they seep into a water body through surface. Point source pollution is one in which the pollutant is directly added into water bodies at a predefined place. Discharge of industrial waste into water bodies comes under this category. When pollutants are added into water bodies from many sources over a large area is called non-point source pollution. Sewage disposal, highway run-offs and acid rains are examples of non-point sources. Transboundary pollution is caused by radioactivity waste. When nuclear waste travels in ocean from thousands of kilometers, it causes transboundary pollution. Did you know? A major incident of point source pollution took place in Japan in 1938 when a factory drained mercury metal into Minamata Bay. Star points. Oceans are vast expanse of water separated by continents. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean and spreads over 1/3 of the globe. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean in the world. Seas are parts of an ocean but are smaller than oceans in size. They are generally attached to a continent. A marginal sea is a part of the ocean partly isolated by a peninsula, islands, archipelagos. A bay is a body of water partially surrounded by land and the land curves inward. Lakes are depression of the land surface with accumulation of water in it. The presence of undesirable substances in water cause water pollution. Natural factors and human factors are responsible for water pollution. New words: mean, average, crust, upper part of the earth. Estuary, wild area of water where a river flows into a sea.